Hi, it's Jana, the Queen of Eliminating Chaos, and I'm talking today about hiring best practices. So I've done a significant amount of hiring over my 35 plus year career and sometimes building whole new teams. And I want to share a couple of my personal best practices with you because this may apply to your organization and you can implement these, or if you want help, you can have me come and help you. So I have a couple of things I always do. First, my lesson is don't over delegate. This is an activity you're going to want to be involved with. Ideally, there is a screening process and you are the final interviewer and approver. This is going to vary depending on the role and the size of your team. And the reason I tell you this is, depending on the role, you're going to invest heavily in this person and you want to hire someone that fits your culture and will grow with your organization. And I always coached my hiring team to aim to hire A players because you're going to miss occasionally, and A players would be a B player then, and B players are great teammates. They're great employees. But if you aim lower and you're aiming to hire a B player and you actually miss and you hire a C player, you're going to outgrow that person before you really get any long-term benefit from them. And so I always say aim for the A. And in my experience, you can assume everybody's trying to hire the best, but in reality, some roles require a lot of effort to hire. People involved, they just get worn down or they're threatened by hiring outside talent and settle. And just this results in a bad hire for the organization. The second thing I do is I follow a consistent process. Have a standard set of questions focused on culture, attitude, skills, and experience. Try to keep the same people involved in the screening and interviewing process and track your candidate responses to the interview questions. Reason I'm saying this is, depending on the role, you might screen and interview 5, 20, 50, 100 plus people. Tracking allows you to compare candidates, but it also helps you refine your screening and interviewing process somewhat in real time and lets you calibrate the questions you're asking in the screening so you're not wasting time on bad candidates. You're getting highly qualified candidates coming into you, and that's going to save you time and money in the long run. And then the third thing I always do during interviewing is I poll everyone for an immediate hiring decision. Yes, no, and why they're saying that. And the reason I do that is by polling the interview team, it allows you to calibrate with the team, it holds people accountable, and it creates buy-in. And in my experience, accountability and buy-in are essential because your team trains new employees, and it's even more critical if you are upskilling in an area because hiring outside talent over tenured employees can be threatening. It creates a lot of conflict and it leads to a lot of turnover. And so if you can generate that buy-in from the beginning, then that helps you mitigate those issues and you're able to hire good talent, retain your existing talent, and set yourself up to be successful. Visit rkcmanagement.com if you'd like additional information.